Hello YouTube, this is the Omega A301 and welcome back to part 2 of how to make a Minecraft 1.2.4 server. And in today's lesson I'm going to show you basically how to use your server and how to maintain it. So what you'll need to do is open up your server folder, and what we're going to do is we're going to make sure our name is inside the op.txt file. So put your username in there. Mine is already there. And next, what we're going to do is open up server properties with Notepad++, edit it, right click, edit with Notepad++, and we're going to go over this basically step by step. Allow nether, allows the nether, world name, or level name, world. World is, okay, so whatever. Okay, so say you do decide to bring in a world from your single player or a custom world and whatever it's called, and you put your world file into the server folder. Well, say that, for example, your world is called poop or something. You will have to make the level name match what the world is called. So you just call this poop. So it would be poop here, and it would be poop here. So that's basically how you know that the server will use poop as your world. All right? So the next thing, enable query. I'm not going to cover that. I don't really know what it is. Allow flight. You can set this to true or false. If you set it to false, you will get kicked if you try to fly. So if you let it to true, just, people can fly and whatnot. So server port 25565 is the default server port Minecraft uses. If your router does not allow you to use that port for whatever reason, you can change it to any number you want. Just remember that if you do change it here, you're going to have to port forward that number that you change it to. Level type default. Enable Archon. Archon is the remote console. Never used it, so I don't know. Level seed. This is the seed that I use. You can use any seed you want. Just change that to whatever you want. Server IP. Leave this blank unless you are using Hamachi. If you're using Hamachi, put the IP here. If not, leave empty. Alright, max build height 256. That's the new height limit for the 1.2 whatever. Spawn NPCs. Do you want NPCs? Yes or no? Whitelist. True or false? Do you want it on or not? Spawn animals. True or false? Online mode. This is where hacked people who did not buy the game, if you set this to false, they can join you. However, you can get hacked yourself. They can steal your account, they can log in as you, and they will have all the permissions that the owner has, so they can really screw up your server. Just letting you know, if you didn't already know that, just letting you know what online mode does. It can really mess you up if you set this to false and people join you with bad intentions. But if it's people that you trust and they don't want to buy the game, then you can set it to false. But usually on most legitimate servers, it's set to true. PvP equals true or false. Depends on what you want. Difficulty. 1 is easy, 2 is medium, 3 is hard. Game mode 0 is survival, 1 is creative. Max players. This is the amount of players you want on your server. I recommend for a 32-bit person to have anywhere from 1 to 32 players. A 64-bit person anywhere from 32 plus. So anywhere from 32 and up. You can specify it to whatever you want. Alright. So spawn monsters. Do you want monsters or not? Generate structures. That's like NPC villages and stuff. View distance, leave that alone. MOTD, which is the message of the day. You can change that to what you want. That's what people will see when they type your IP into the server list. That's what the message they'll see there. So once you've edited that the way you like, you just exit and save changes. And then you run your server. Mine's already running, so we'll go ahead and close out of this. And we'll go into the game here. And we'll go on to my server. Alright, so here we are on my server. This is at the spawn. Let's see here. So you have basically full access to whatever you want on the server. If you're in God mode and you can't take any damage and you want to be able to take damage, just make sure you're not in creative. Typing /GM will take you in and out of creative mode. So I'm back to survival. But if you still can't take damage for whatever reason, you gotta type /ungod. And it says it's disabled now, so if you jump again, you should be able to get hurt. Or not. Alright, let's try this one more time. Really? Oh. What the f... Oh, wait. I forget. I'm inside the spawn. Okay. So if you can't get hurt, you gotta type /ungod to make yourself vulnerable. I made it so inside the spawn players are invincible. So yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Lol. So anyways, you can promote people in game here. Man, you add username. You can just type their first few letters of their name. Officer. There are several ranking systems on this server. The first being the default, which is recruit. Second is officer, which they have more powers. Veteran is the third. Fourth is VIP. Fifth is mod. Sixth is GM. Seventh is general. 5 stars. Okay, so when you promote people, you got to type man, you add, space, username, space, and then one of these groups. The recruit, officer, veteran, VIP, mod, GM, general, 5 stars. And they're all case sensitive, so you got to type it just like the way you see it here to promote them to that group. So that's how you promote people in game. And if you want to know how to use factions, just type flist. Oops. I meant /F, not flist. So /F shows you the commands with factions you can use. And to know more about all the commands you have, just type /help. And it gives you a full list of all the help, all the commands you can do. So there's a whole bunch. Help, page 10. And it gives you the commands you can use on page 10. So you just go through each one of those pages and look for the commands you want to use, and that's basically how you find out which commands you can use or what you can do. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this has been a little bit helpful. Stay tuned for part 3 on how to install, set up, and configure permissions and plugins. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.